like a lot going on. So if you,
Yeah,
floor is
because
yours, bro.
and like I said, brother, I appreciate the venue, and I wanted to wait till I felt like things were right before I came back on. Because, like I said, I've been sending you, you know, man, what's really going on out here, and I got a lot I hadn't sent you because I feel like you the kind of brother that can appreciate the truth and not what just what we hearing. So this is multi-layered,
Appreciate it.
but
Appreciate it.
I've never seen anything divide black people like this because I'm gonna say this without rhetoric or without being, offensive to anyone, because I got called on that. But you can be black and a crackhead, black and a preacher, black and a hoe, black and run a store. You still black. But I've never, in my 47 years as a black man, growing up most of my life in Memphis, Tennessee, and living in Texas, seen nothing like this over the holidays, bro. First of all, I don't think people realize that how many DMs I get late at night from other black conservatives saying, "Man, you a voice for us, so we can't say this. If I say this, I lose my job. If I say this, my girl leave me. This how we been feeling for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting so many of that. I got folks now ask. I just sent you a post. Guy asked me for my number to talk about it. So I see where my message is resonating. But I've never, like over the holidays, I got so many messages from saying, you know what, Big Mama told me don't even come through on Thanksgiving no more. Over
Because of
this.
what they believe in.
Because of the politics. Hey, you ain't never seen that, bro. You black like me. That's one thing. You can be black and be anything, but you still black. But it's like that and it kind of breaks my heart a bit because, like, anybody know me for the past 8 years, my nonprofit has been. You can go back and see stuff I did 7 8 years ago. Shows, podcasts, public speaking. Where the first thing out my mouth was black mental health, black male mental health. I got blood in this game, bro. I ran mentoring programs with Lancaster ISD in Texas. Man, a lot of times I ain't had gas in my car, but I still ran that program. I ain't got no donation. Shit, I've been on disability most of my life, but I still make my shit go. Ain't nobody donated to me in 8 years. I run this stuff out blood. I still done food drives. I held an event back in my hometown to address black men. I'm in this for real,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's just to had it be the one thing to make somebody question that part of you, some fucked up shit.
Say question the part of you. What you mean by that though? Like
Your blackness,
oh, okay, okay, okay.
and I'm
So
saying, I'm just saying, what is it about this one issue that really gonna break us?
right, right, right. So what's one thing about men's mental health that we need to work on the most?
Oh, so much, so much. Because that's what God told me to do, to address black male mental health, because the stuff I've been through, being bipolar and having a bipolar son in custody of him, is really what I do. But I found over these 8 years is so much political mess that was getting in the way of me trying to do the real work. So I kind of had to delve off into that. And in delving off into that, I worked with folks on the left and I saw the corruption. I saw this and I saw that on from the inside. You know what I'm saying? I saw what's really going on. I work with both sides. I've spoken for the legislature, and also I've done stuff. So I got a different perspective than most people. So it's just that that's how I come to a lot of the assertions that I do. But one thing I've always been a pro is pro black. And it's just like I've never seen nothing divide people like this. And it's like I wrote a paper saying basically saying nowadays black unity is bullshit anyway. It's
That black
performative.
unity is bullshit.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, it is. It's performative.
See, yeah, I
This
mean,
this 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 broke that notion. This broke that notion. If you as a people can divide so starkly, so aggressively, really violently over this one issue, then you broke the whole theory of black unity. It's not really black unity. It's black unity as long as you think like me.
you know what's crazy? I agree with that because we are like separating when it comes to policies. We are separating when it comes to religion. Like I'm getting
But we
separated
cool
because
on religion. But see what I'm saying? We cool on
but here's the
religion.
thing.
We cool.
But here's the thing. I've actually stopped talking to my mother for like months simply because I wasn't Christian anymore. Like
Yeah.
I've actually like got to fights because I'm light skinned. Like, even
Right.
though I'm a fully black person or whatever. So I agree with the unity situation. We don't have no unity anymore. As long as they disagree with one thing that you have,
Mhm.
they're gonna like separate everything
Right.
about you.
But I think the thing why I have such a sense of urgency, this is an issue that's so urgent to our community and our community survival. It's serious. I said this, that part of the reason why blacks feel underserved by the right is because we didn't enter into the market. We never entertained them as an option. So why would they represent us? We got to get into a market. Every other culture can have conservative and liberal sides, but not with black folks. And we underserve ourselves. So this is what we need to do. Conservative brothers over here, leftist brothers over here. We still get to fan barbecue. But you work in the interest of our people on the right, and let us work with in our interest of the people on the left. That way, we do have a value. We do have somebody saying, "Hey, let's pay attention to them." But right now, we all tip to one side of the boat and wonder why we sinking. That's
So you're
all I'm
saying
saying.
like, so you're saying being conservative. That's not fully being Republican, right? Or is
No,
it? Because I know, yeah.
I've been saying constantly, I'm not necessarily a Republican. I'm just a black conservative. I'm pro LGBTQ. I'm pro choice. But pretty much on everything else, I'm pretty much conservative. I'm pro
Okay.
black, man. I lay down the street and protest. Documented. I got pictures of me working with people in the community.
Yep.
I'm not that Key and Peele skit, and I
Right.
think that does a disservice to a lot of us because I ain't met one of us like that yet.
Well, like
But
Key and
most
Peele.
of yeah, you remember that Key and Peele skit
No,
that
no,
we did.
I feel that. I feel that.
I think that's the impression a lot of people have, man. That's so not the case because I'm realizing now we've been out there, we just haven't been vocal, but now we seeing now what's been working. Now here's my thing. I learned this too. I make the distinction in everything I've done about the past week to say it's not all Democrats, it's not all black folks, it's not all folks from the left. It's just a very virulent, really violent subset that's really polluting the water. What we're trying to do. Like today, I'm coming out hard for Dr. Marie Figan running for Shelby County Mayor back in my hometown. She's a Democrat. But I endorse her because it wasn't, and y'all can watch my TikToks. I went deep in this. I respect her because over the past few years in dealing with Memphis politics, I've gotten to know of her quite well. It ain't because she a black woman, it's because of her integrity.
You said the name is what again?
Dr. Marie Fegans,
Dr. Marie Figgins. I'm looking it up. My bad.
amazing. I mean, amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot, a lot of she kind of the anti Jasmine Crockett, but she's an amazing. She shows consistency. Um, she's solutions oriented, and I think if we work with people on the left, across the aisle with people that want to be solutions oriented and people that are not overly emotional and tied into identity politics and victimhood, and really work with people across the aisle that we don't agree with, maybe ideologically, but willing to talk and get some stuff done. That's what we need to be running with.
So my question is, like you have like so much going on when it comes to the separation between you and the leftists and all that. What is one
Mhm.
thing about the leftists that you do agree on?
I'm pro LGBTQ. I just don't want men with dinglings going to little girls' bathrooms. I don't want men playing women in sports. But if it ain't no business what the other man does with his thing unless I'm sitting on his lap. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Marry who you want to marry.
Ah,
I don't care, bro. I ain't about that. And most conservatives are kind of like we ain't anti-gay, but you know, if I got to go take my little girl to the bathroom, I don't want. That's what really what
right.
we're saying. This is real talk.
Facts. Nah, I feel that because I know somebody that was in California. Like he actually went into the girls' bathroom and like just started violating the girls in the bathroom basically,
Yeah.
and they couldn't do anything about it because he was a so-called female.
Yeah, and see, I want to say this 'cause I want to be so fair in what I say. Not all of them do it. Most of them not like that. But I don't want to take that chance with some little girl's innocence or some little boys' innocence. That's not worth it to me.
Facts, facts. No, I mean, I definitely agree though, because like basically, I need to know more about politics too and all that. So maybe you can teach me more about it because I'm not sure exactly what the leftists believe, what conservative. I can see certain pinpoints that conservatives go after, but I don't know the exact definition of what they strive for.
Really, man, it's just labels. It's just bullshit. I said that earlier, TikTok, man. At the end of the day, you want your kids to be able to go outside and play and come home. You want clean streets. You want a good job. Man, that's really the ultimate goal. We just fucking it up with all these labels. If we keep
Hmm.
that in mind, it makes things so much easier.
Okay, okay. So would you say that you're fucking it up because you label yourself to be a conservative?
I ain't fucking it up. I want clean streets. I work with John Cornyn's office, a senator here in Texas. He sent me the email the other day. I asked him because I've been supporting him for years because he supported my nonprofit. He's a Republican.
I feel that. I feel that. Your actions
I'm
is
just
showing
trying to
that.
paint. I just got to paint a picture
I
though,
feel you.
right quick.
I feel you. But
So,
I'm saying like your actions is showing that like you're like actually doing well for the community. But I'm just saying
right.
like the terminology, the title itself, you saying fucking up the community.
Oh,
So I'm
okay. I'm
saying
sorry.
what
I
you
wouldn't understand what you're saying.
yeah. Yeah,
It's
so
a two.
like I can understand that your actions is good, but just by you saying that you're conservative, you also saying the titles itself is fucking stuff up. Would you
It's
say
because
that yeah, would you say that you like kind of take yourself away from the conservative like title itself just to be just for the community in general?
what can I do both?
That's
Al
what I'm saying.
Sharpton. Al Sharpton been on the leftist stuff for years, and he still do stuff for the community. Why can't I? Now I don't
I'm
let them
saying like
bleed because when I'm doing my nonprofit stuff, I don't talk politics. I just got made a founding of a member of a TV network. We do straight mental health. My politics won't touch there, but I gotta have that side too because that's what's gonna lead to me helping people with mental health issues. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna be ashamed of who I am.
I feel you. I feel you. But like I also agree with that whole like we are not united and all that because of certain titles and all that. So because you're conservative
Mhm.
and say if somebody is a leftist, what is your mindset when somebody actually is open up to being leftist? Are you gonna just back away from them right then and there, or just have thoughts about what they believe in right then and there?
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to
Mm.
him. I'm gonna see what's up. But see, here's the thing: folks so emotional right now. They don't even want to have the discussion. I can tell you, Dr. Mia Harper out of Memphis. She's more left leaning, but she's open to dialogue. I love corresponding with her. Dr. Fegans is of that tenor. I know a lot of leftists and Democrats that I talk to all the time. That's like, hey, that we can have those discussions, but it's that maybe 10% of feedback that I get that's so emotional. You know, is
Mm.
just it's gonna get in the way.
Okay, so what is one thing that made you want to be who you are at the moment?
Well, I've been this way all my life. I remember
Well,
I got a friend.
you say you've
I
been
knew
going through like I'm sorry, go ahead.
been going through what? I'm a little bit of a lag.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But like you said, you've been going through certain stuff or whatever. Like I thought you said you've been going through bipolar situations and all that. But were you always an activist, even as a child, or did something open up your mind to make you become who you are?
What started the process was that most of my life I was living in trauma. I was living in bipolar disorder, chronic health issues, disability, divorce trauma. I was in the midst of all that. I had a 10-year cocaine addiction. So when my life hit rock bottom the first time, God spoke to me. Said, get up, man. I ain't through with you. So I started my recovery. In my recovery, I asked God, what should I do with my life? And he put Meta Association, my nonprofit, on my heart for 8 years. I've been doing it. 501c3, registered with Secretary of State, got a record of 8 years of doing this. I do public speaking to speak out on mental health. This started. So I did that for 8 years, and a couple years, about 4 years ago, well, almost 3 years ago to the day, I was homeless out on the street, had two heart attacks in one week. I still ran my nonprofit. I'm dealing
Mm,
right now with health stuff. That part of made me who I am. See, that's why I'm strong on accountability because what got my recovery started off the cocaine, dealing with my mental health, starting to be who I really was, starting to craft my voice, was I had to take accountability. And that's one thing that conservatives will always talk about accountability because a lot of times what I hear from some people is the white man this, the white man. I grew up in Memphis, 40 years. I know some brilliant brothers. Ran businesses 40 years. I've been blessed to be around some strong black men. But one thing that I would always hear them say from a child growing up was the white man. I'm like, so I went to my father. I said, I hear that a lot, Dad. He said, okay, so yeah, the white man gonna do this. He said, George, so what? It stuck with me at about 7, 8 years old. He said, so what? So I hate to hear people say about the white man and the system. I can't deal with it. I've been dealing with disability since age 9, bro. I'm on 17 medication right now. I get them rocket hard every day. I don't want to hear nobody talk about the white man, the system. If I can do what I do, you can do what you do. Stop making excuses.
I agree.
If ain't nothing wrong with you mentally or physically, get off your ass and make something happen. Make something happen. So when I hear people that don't speak to that and don't speak to accountability, that's a problem with me. So that's part of kind of how I got made who I am. Here, just the past year, just really being vocal as a black conservative as of August. That's been interesting. You know, I've lost close personal relationships over there. But it is what it is. I'm gonna be me. All I want
Yeah.
is a world. I really just came to this yesterday because my son going through some major stuff. And I realized, George, what's been driving you all these years despite everything to address black male mental health? And I thought it was me. It's my son. It's my
Mm,
son that was diagnosed with bipolar 87 that I got custody of, right? It's the hell he been through. Cause I didn't want that for another little black boy. That's why I do what I
right.
do. It's just all the bullshit to come with it, all the politics to come with it, all the fuckboy shit to come with it. All the times I tried to work with folks back home to get funded for programs to really help people and they stealing the fucking money. And I'm on the phone with this person at 2 or 3 in the morning, knowing they full of it. Come on, man.
I definitely
Folks back,
feel it.
this is real. And I guess maybe
Mm,
maybe I had to put it down on that level for folks to understand where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. I'm just saying, until we take advantage of the other side, they're gonna keep taking advantage of you. Because
yes.
here's my thing too. Every February, personally for my two sons, I write a Black History piece. I wrote one this week about Black conservatives in history, just to show this the other side. I told my son, I want you to see both sides of it. But we ain't trying to do that. No, we trying to talk about Nicki Minaj and all that dumb shit. We got
Right.
Don Lemon busting in churches, terrorizing churchgoers. I'm so glad they arrested him. That's what we focusing on, but not teaching, not
Right.
growing.
And I tell you this though, I don't want to say the organization that I was in,
Mhm.
but I do agree with the whole white people situation. Like I've been I've been initiated in this organization, but
Mhm.
whenever we do lectures and get to the community and all that, all they talk about was white people are the devil. White people are the devil. And the moment we finish doing the lecture, talking about how much we don't want to be around white people, how much we hate white people, what do? We go clock in for a white motherfucker. We go and then later on, we go home to a bunch of black dysfunction. So I'm not gonna sit there and talk about how white people are the devil when I'm coming home to hell. Like, come on. The people that harmed us the most was black people and
Right.
all that. So it comes to a point where I definitely agree with you. Before we go anywhere outside of who we are, we need to address what we're going through at home.
And that's
So I
what that's
definitely
what
agree with what you're saying.
and if you go back, man, bro, I swear you can go on YouTube or Google, you see 7 years ago, I was saying, until we as black people deal with our mental health first, ain't nothing gonna happen for us. Nothing. And it's just part of the journey. I didn't know it was gonna end up this way. It just kinda is what it is, you know. But I've been fighting it. So, I mean, this is what I do. This is what I continue to do, you know.
Right.
It didn't cost me blood. That's fine. I make some more. So this is how I approach it.
That was funny though. That right there was funny. Like
Yeah.
I make some more. I got it.
Yeah, I make some
nah,
more.
but nah, but as somebody that been through mental health situations and all that, like
Right.
what is something that you can tell me about my mental health situation? Because I go through anxiety. I
Man.
suffer from depression sometimes.
Okay, good. See, here's the thing. The fact that you admit that goes a long way. Because a lot of
Okay.
most of us still at the point we don't admit this. So I salute you for that. The fact that you asking. So this part of the process, this part of what I'm trying to do. We can break these barriers you done broke, brother. We come a long way. Thank you for showing people this.
Appreciate it.
Research
Appreciate
it. Take care of yourself. That's the main thing. Learn how to deal with it. And I don't mean don't acknowledge it. But if you have a panic attack, recognize you having a panic attack. Breathe. Try them techniques. Don't necessarily avoid the situation, because if you don't deal with it and confront it, you'll never learn how to adjust to it. So put
Right,
yourself when you put yourself in this situation, take steps to calm yourself. Try to think
right.
about what's the source of your anxiety, where it comes from, where the depression comes from, and find your good therapist, bro, and talk it out.
The therapy thing. Oh, we have to have a part two about the therapy thing because I have to talk to you about this because like me as a black man, we were always taught that therapy doesn't work for
Mm,
us. Like
mm,
we've always taught that like we have to wing it out, we have to work on ourselves and all that.
mm,
But I'm hearing like a lot of other sources like saying like therapy is beneficial for like for certain things and all that. So I'm not opposed to
mm.
therapy, but I'm still questioning it. What
Okay.
can
Yeah.
therapy teach me?
And I'm glad because we've been going back and forth on this.
Yeah,
So I'm glad you letting me delve on this. The thing with therapy is this: nobody's saying everybody need therapy, but you're not crazy if you go to therapy either. Now I've been to therapy about 7 years when I really started to grow because I wanted to grow, and I wasn't resistant to a therapy coming up, but I just never thought it would work for me. But when I got into it and I committed myself to it and I did the homework, I know that my stuff just started falling off me. Just stuff that I didn't realize that was deep seated. Just talking. And like when you go to therapy, it's not like they mostly listen. And it's kind of weird. I think it's a good experience, especially for black men to go through, because I think we need to get out of that mindset of dealing with things ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always tell black men, this is something I'm strong on. I'm finna do some videos on it. When you hit, especially when you hit 40, get your prostate checked. Tell taking care of yourself. We don't do that. But also, man, maybe do you a three session package with a therapist and just see what's up. Just check on yourself. You gotta check up on yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. We need to make that part of our routine, not just as black men, but as a society. Because I'm big, we don't take care of ourselves. I've been a
right.
type 1 diabetic since age 9. We got to take care of our diets. We got a lot of work to do to heal ourselves as black men. Otherwise, we as a diaspora are messed up. And it's the root of what I do.
Facts, facts, facts. So I'll tell you this though. Like I have been talking to like a few therapists, and they've
Mm.
always told me to if I do seek a therapist, make sure you seek the right one. How do you know which therapist is the right therapist?
Okay, here's the thing on that. You got to think about certain things like the therapist I've had for all these years was a black guy because I
Mm,
felt like a black man would be closer to relating to me than maybe a woman would, or maybe a white woman would. Now, some people are more comfortable. It's a lot of black guys that are more comfortable talking to a white woman. So you got to pick demographically who represents you. Look, the beautiful thing, if you when you research therapists, um, they break down a lot of what they do, so you can pick and choose. That don't mean you won't go through two or three of them. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But it's just like trying on shoes. Just like when you go to a PCP, you might try a new PCP, but this one might not work out. You go to a church, you might not like the pastor until you settle in. So it's the same with therapy, but that's part of the work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna speak to this therapist, whatever, like soon, and
Yeah,
hopefully
let
I
me
can
say
get
one thing.
this.
I gotta
Yeah,
recommend my
so
sister. She's a therapist, Dr. Chanel Baptiste
yeah,
from
send it to
Listen.
me. Yeah, send
Yeah.
it to me. Like, and let me know like what's going on with that.
Yeah, she
Basically,
got a
like
whole practice. She got 11 therapists. She ready to go. She specializes in helping black men. She's amazing. So I'm always trump her up.
inbox me that information too, brother.
Show
Like I'm telling.
will, show
Look,
will, show will.
yo, but we have to have a part two. We definitely have to have part, like because I know you have like a lot more stuff going on, and I want to talk to you about a lot more stuff. You seem well intelligent, man. Like
Damn, what? You
yeah,
just not
so
figuring that
nah. I knew in the
out?
beginning. I knew in the beginning, but like having
Well,
the one on
yeah.
one, I like actually learned a lot more. Like because
Well, I
when we
wish
did do the panel,
I
yeah,
really wish people would read a lot of my deeper work. Like I'm big into Stoicism. I'm big into Friedrich Nietzsche. I'm big into Diogenes, Greek philosophy, Seneca, Epictetus. I love Greek mythology. I worked in the wrestling business for a year and a half. I love wrestling. I'm an anime geek. I've been to Dragon Ball conventions. I've been blessed in the sense that in my life I've been able to do a lot of cool stuff. So it's a lot of layers to me. You know what I'm saying?
yo,
So
I tell you. But I'd say, see, you brought up Dragon Ball, man. Ah, man.
Man,
All
I
right,
also
so
got
here's a
Drake.
question.
Okay,
Here's a question. I have to say this.
right.
Who will win in the fight between Brody and Jerry?
Broly and Jiren. All right. As it stands now, Broly, just based off pure power.
Thank you.
See,
You're the only person that said that.
But Jiren was a born character. You got to remember in that arc, he really didn't have no personality. He was kind of like generic. But that scene, you remember the end when Frieza and Goku teamed up to beat Jiren? That was beautifully animated. Oh man, see now you done started something.
All
I
right, so
did
yeah,
it.
we gotta talk about this some other
Yeah.
time.
I go deep with Dragon Ball, man. They just made it. I was upset. I was up in the middle of the night Saturday watching a live broadcast from Japan. Just made some new announcements about Dragon Ball, man. I'm into
Oh,
that. I'm into
nice.
Batman, man. I'm into comic books. I wrote comic books before. I've done a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
stuff. But it's all a
Yo, so
blessing to me. And I try to take everything I've been through in life, even the bad stuff, and try to help people with it. So
facts. Yo, we definitely gotta have a part two, man. We gotta
yeah.
do it earlier
Oh, that's
because
fine. Yeah, you just let me know
yeah,
what's up.
man. Yeah, definitely. But I appreciate the small amount of time that we had, man.
All
We
right, man.
got what you up to tomorrow?
What's that? I'm open. I'm open tomorrow, man. I'm
Okay.
kind of I got some health stuff going on, man. I'm trying to rest a little bit, but you see I'm still grinding, so the work don't ever
Right.
stop, no matter what you got going on in life. I've been homeless on the street. If you're dealing with
Uh,
addiction, well, no matter what you're going through, man, you still gotta get up and keep going. That's the only way you're gonna
right.
grow. Sometimes you can only grow in chaos.
I definitely 100%.
Just keep
That's
growing.
where I learned the most.
Right.
Whatever.
True.
Being homeless, whatever, going through certain sicknesses and all that.
All
I'm
right.
same way, man. I wish I could tell my story soon too. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we all
But if,
gotta. We
but
all.
but if you follow me, you would have no idea that's going on.
I feel that. I feel
Ain't it
that,
good? Won't he do it?
man. Yo, but it's good talking to you. Whatever,
All
man.
right, brother. Now,
We
thank you
gotta
so
talk
much.
longer later. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna inbox you too.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all stay blessed now. Have a good night.
All right.
All right.